Okay, Abhishek, tell me, what do you mean by border gateway protocol?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't recall border gateway protocol.
Okay.
It's, as per I remember, it's a routing protocol
Hmm.
used to route packets out of the network, I suppose.
Okay. Yes, it is routing protocol. That's correct. But why do we use it? Like, what is the extra feature that BGP provides such that other protocols don't provide?
I don't remember, sir, much about BGP.
Okay. Can you recall path vector routing protocols?
Uh, Bellman 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me about it.
So its complexity is n cube,
Okay.
and it suffers the count to infinity problem. So should
Why
I
do
tell
we
about
use path
something?
vector? I mean, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using state vector protocol and this path vector routing protocol? What are the key differences in both of them? Can you tell me?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't recall.
Okay, fine. Let's move on to next question then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Abhishek.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What do you mean by domain name server?
So domain name server is like a phone book of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
What we remember domains as in google.com, where Google is the domain of some specific IP address.
Hmm.
So what domain does is when we type google.com in the address bar, it uh, converts the domain to its corresponding IP address
Hmm.
and connects the two devices.
Okay. Okay, and who handles this domain name server?
Uh, so actually, I'm forgetting the exact term.
Hmm.
I'm not able to recall it. So.
Okay. Okay, shall we move on to next question then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, define dynamic host configuration protocol.
So dynamic host configuration protocol is a protocol used to help the network administrators to dynamically assign IP addresses to different hosts or
Mhm.
nodes.
And
Uh,
what are
Provides
other
IP
use?
address. What are other users? Sir, I haven't come across other users.
Okay, where do we implement DHCP protocol? Like for wide area network, for large area network, or for small area networks, local area networks?
For wide area network.
Okay. Can we implement this in local network as well?
Yes, sir, we can implement it local network.
Hmm.
But depending on the requirement, if there are not so many. So it is used in with internet service providers. Internet service providers use it in very large area networks.
Hmm.
Using it for local area network wouldn't be beneficial, as there aren't so many devices,
Hmm. Good.
not so many nodes.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, yes. Okay, why do we why what is the need of using IPv6 protocol over IPv4 protocol, and why do we want to shift
The
from IPv4 to IPv6?
number of devices, sir, as IPv4 was invented during the 90s when the number of devices were very low.
Hmm.
IPv4 supports around 4.3 trillion devices.
Hmm.
And when it comes to IPv6, now we are entering the stage of fifth generation of competing with IoT devices. So
Hmm.
suddenly there's going to be a very large uptick in number of devices, and we will require more number of IP addresses. So that's where the main difference between IPv4 and IPv6 lies. But IPv4 has is a 32-bit system, so we have 2 power 32 IP addresses, and whereas IPv4 has 128, I suppose 128 bits for the IP address. So we have a very huge number of IP addresses for our devices in IPv6. That's the
Okay.
reason why we are shifting from V4 to V6.
And which one will be more secure? And why?
Sir, security as per security goes, I think both are equally secure. It would be unfair to consider one more secure than other because IPv6 uses the same security as IPv4.
Good. Okay. Okay, Abhishek, tell me the differences between MD5 and SHA.
MD5, sir, message digest 5 is kind of cryptographic algorithm. Same goes with SHA is called. I'm forgetting the acronym of SHA. So MD5 is and SHA is slower. MD5 less complex than SHA. And SHA has how many bits? That's all about all I'm able to recall right now.
Okay, okay. In terms of speed, can you mention? Like,
SHA is faster. No, MD5 is faster. SHA is slower.
Okay. 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 Abhishek, have you heard of term like elliptic curve cryptography?
No, sir, I don't think I recall anything like that.
Okay, okay. Okay, have you heard of the term blockchain?
Yes, I have about that from blockchain.
Okay, can you define it?
If blockchain is a open ledger in which suppose there is a suppose there's some transaction going on somewhere. The example I know is about the cryptocurrency, so I will try to explain it. Suppose there is one transaction going on somewhere, and to verify that transaction, since it's an open ledger, so all who participate in the blockchain transaction have the chance to verify it. So they all raise.
Is there any threshold who can verify or who cannot verify the transaction, or like everyone has to verify?
Pardon, sir. Please repeat the question last.
Yeah, I'm asking like all the I mean all the transactions that are going over a chain, like is it necessary for everyone to verify that transaction, or there is a threshold like this many has to verify, or like
I
everyone
think more
verifies
than
the
50%.
transaction, or some people verify it?
More than 50%. I think more than 50% is necessary.
Okay, okay.
Like
Okay, what do
verify
you
it
mean?
and they add.
Go ahead, go ahead.
They verify the transaction and then they add the data. That is called a block to the currently existing chain. So the technology is called blockchain, and since it's open, everyone can access it. Who are in the transaction pool, but it's very hard to forge, and I think it's one of the most secure forms of transaction going on currently. I think I have heard only one attack vector for this transaction. It was called 51% attack, where the attacker had to gain around 50 access of 51% of the nodes to fake a transaction.
Okay.
And there have been very less amount of attacks on this blockchain.
Okay. Is there any threat to security of blockchain?
So one can't be sure 100% if there is not any threat, but since security is an evolving thing,
No,
there can
I'm
be
asking
threats.
about, can you recall or do you know any threat to blockchain, existing blockchain system? Do you know any threat to?
The 51% attacks, if a malicious actor gains control of 51% of the nodes, he can change the data in the blockchain.
Okay.
There have been some incidents where some exchanges were attacked, where a malicious hacker, he did what? He gained access of some 51% of the nodes, and then he created some fake transactions and took a lot of money from the exchange.
Okay, okay. Okay, what are different types of attack in cybersecurity?
The most primary is DOS attacks, denial of service. Then there is SQL injection, cross-site scripting, then broken authentication. We also have brute
Okay,
forcing.
these are the examples of attacks you are saying. Okay, I'm asking about the types of attacks or classification of attacks.
Yes, I don't know any classification of attacks.
No, you can recall like ciphertext only attack and plain text attack.
Ciphertext and plain text attacks, and then dictionary attacks. So I must have heard, but right now I'm not being able to differentiate between attacks and types of attacks.
No. Actually, my question was like, can you recall or can you tell me like what are different types of attacks in cybersecurity? So there are four types of attacks. Okay, ciphertext only attack, known plain text attack, chosen plain text attack, and chosen ciphertext attack. Okay, this is a broad classification in which all types of attacks are classified in the literature. Okay, in cybersecurity literature. So at least you should know the name of these four types of attack. Okay, and then you can then you can segregate your other example like dictionary attack should come in this particular class, or your SQL injection attack should occur in that particular attack. So there are four types of classification. Okay, so in that way you have to deliver your answer. Okay,
Okay.
right. Okay. Okay, in perspective of security, okay, do you also have studied operating system any time like in your bachelor's, or have you studied operating system, or can you recall it? If I ask
Yes,
you a
sir.
question from operating system, will it be fine
Yes,
for you?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So there is a mixed question from communication networks, data communication networks, security, and operating systems. So there are two browsers, Firefox and Chrome.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So Chrome uses process per tab, but Firefox uses threads per tab.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to
Yes,
tell
sir.
me which one will be secure.
So thread per tab would be secure, as process per tab would use more memory, and
Okay. Can you
thread per
recall?
tab. Yes,
Do
sir.
you want to say that again? Like, do you want to think on it again?
But Firefox thread per tab would be secure more. At least would be faster. As for security, I'm not understanding if which one would be secure. No, I cannot tell about security, but Firefox would be faster. Thread per tab would be faster.
Okay. Why threads are faster? Because they share common data, right?
Yes,
And in that
yes,
case,
sir.
which one will?
That would be process per tab would be secure.
So Chrome will be more secure than your Firefox, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me ask some more questions. Okay, tell me what do you mean by RSA crypto system?
But I didn't get your question.
I'm asking, tell me what do you mean by RSA crypto system?
RSA crypto system. Sorry, sir, I haven't heard about this term before. RSA crypto system.
RSA.
RSA is an algorithm, sir. Encryption algorithm.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you.
Sir, I'm not currently able to recall about RSA.
Okay. Okay, have you heard of Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm?
Yes, sir.
Can you recall what do
Yes,
you
sir.
mean by Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm?
Sir, suppose there are two users, A and B, and A sends a file to B. So first he will encrypt it with his public private key. He will encrypt it with his public key, and he'll forward it to the second user B, who will decrypt it with his private key.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to next question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the differences between repeaters, hubs, and switches?
Sir, repeater is a device. It's a physical layer device. What it does is it just copies the message which was received before,
Hmm.
and it does not classify, or it does not have the capability to send the data to some specific port. What it totally does is it copies the data from which it has received before.
Hmm.
A hub is a multi-port repeater. What it does, it is also something similar to repeater, but it broadcasts every whatever it receives, it broadcasts to every port.
Okay.
So the third thing you asked, which was switch, I suppose.
Yes.
Sir, switch does some kind of filtering. It first of all does not pass on erroneous data,
Hmm.
and second, it also has a different collision domain for
Hmm.
every port. It doesn't broadcast the data to every port.
Okay. Okay, that was mixed answer, but not up to mark. Okay. That was mixed answer. Like vague. It was vague. Okay. Anyway, let's move to next question. In the OSI layer, where do you implement security?
In the OSI layer, where do we implement security? Sir, in the transport layer.
Or in the application layer?
Sir, security in the application layer, I misjudged security with TCP. Security in application layer.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Now I will ask you some like Linux commands. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you tell me if you want to know the address of the system, what is the command for that?
IF config.
IM config?
IF config.
Okay,
If
okay.
config.
IF config. Okay. Then what does IP config reflects?
It's the same thing, but it's for Windows IP config.
Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Tell me if you want to like create a folder, what will be your command?
Um, so it can be touch or
Touch will be
mkdir.
for file. Okay. Touch will
Yes,
create
sir,
a
touch will
file.
be for file. Yes, yes, sorry, sir. Mkdir will be the command.
Okay. Okay. How do you loop for multiple files that are present in your desktop? Okay, there are 10 files and you want to loop over those files, but all the files are similar. What will be the command?
Sorry,
They
sir, I
have
won't be
same
able to.
extension, .txt extension.
No, sir, I haven't done looping with Bash.
Okay, fine. Okay, how do you get root access in terminal?
Sir, sudo command
Sudo command
or
will help
sudo
you to execute particular command in root manner. Okay, you want to get the root
yes,
access
su
permanently for your
su
terminal.
root su root switch user to root su root.
Okay, okay, that is acceptable. Okay, okay, Abhishek, that was all for the interview as of now. I
Yes,
will share the recording, and this recording, whatever has been recorded in this session, I will share with you so that you can analyze it. Okay. And for the feedback,
yes,
I will tell you, like you have to work little more on theoretical side of communication networks. Okay. We will have one more snap interview, will be consisting of more questions. Okay. And there will be snap interview for data communication networks tomorrow.
yes,
Tomorrow 7 p.m. Okay, it will be fine for you.
yes, yes, sir. Fine.
Okay, okay, 7 p.m. we will be having another snap interview from data communication networks, and then we will move on to another subject. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, and you are giving one more exam, or did you give exam today?
Yes, sir. I have given it today.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. So you have time, right?
Yes, sir. I have time.
Okay, great, great. Okay, Abhishek, then prepare for it. Like theoretical part of DCN, data communication networks, and we will have one more. And this time I will ask more questions from this IP addressing and everything. Okay.
That means subnetting.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
From the earlier concepts of data communication networks. Okay. Subnetting, masking, and all.
Yes.
Okay, then. Okay, Abhishek. All the best. Bye.